once again, my friends, my fellow historians, my fellow modelers, and my fellow lovers of the beautiful USS New Jersey BB-62. I'd like to welcome you to another video, and we're going to be talking about another book. I'm going to be showing you the Battleship USS New Jersey from Berth to Berth, from Carol Comegno. And it's always going to be exciting as our trip to her is getting closer. So sit back and relax. We're going to be looking at a book brought to us by the Courier Post. So relax, and we're going to look at a book on this beautiful lady, the USS New Jersey. Okay, so I present to you Battleship New Jersey from Berth to Berth, and this is by Carol Comegno. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. And this is the Courier Post, South Jersey's newspaper. And you got a beautiful illustration of her firing her guns on the cover. So let's take a look now at what's in this book. So we have From Berth to Berth. Proud to have brought the Battleship New Jersey home to Camden. Members of the Home Port Alliance salute the thousands of men and women who work so tirelessly and passionately to bring the battleship home for her final berth in Camden, New Jersey. And you can see a beautiful photo of her. Welcome to the neighborhood. Again, you can see some more beautiful shots in black and white. And you can see a just spectacular picture of her firing her guns. Alright, so I'm not gonna read the whole book to you, but I am gonna show you some of the highlights that I thought of note or interest for you. You can see the acknowledgments. I'm not gonna read the foreword on this book, but I will read you the contents. So we've got the Battleship Museum opens as a beacon of hope. We've got Philadelphia to the Pacific. The Big J goes to war. Some of the best shooting ever seen. Big guns and missiles, a symbol of American might, is reborn. 24-year quest, a joyful return. Coming full circle, a ship's ties to region propel Camden to victory. A monument to freedom, and the end approaches. So looking at this beautiful picture of her stern, viewed from dry dock in Long Beach, California in 1987, the stern of the USS New Jersey looms above a Navy photographer. On February 8th, 1991, the battleship would be decommissioned for the fourth and last time. Look at that shot. So, you can see the photos. The Battleship Museum, a beacon of hope to a city and a nation. Public officials involved in establishing the Battleship New Jersey Memorial and Museum on the Camden waterfront joyfully celebrate on October 14th of 2001. So it has some September 11th pictures. You can see that famous shot of the plane going into, let's see, is that the North Tower? I don't remember if that one was the North or the South Tower. You can see the next photo, and then the destruction. Next, we got some beautiful shots of the ship. I mean, I love seeing her lit up at night. The USS New Jersey was moved in the morning darkness on the Broadway Marine Terminal, where it underwent restoration in its new home in Camden waterfronts. It was moved on September 23rd of 2001 without notice to avoid any possibility of a terrorist attack. You can see near the Walt Whitman Bridge. And look at this beautiful silhouette of her. As the sun rises on September 23rd of 2001, the majestic battleship makes her way towards a final berth in the Camden waterfront. I love that shot. Look at that. the New Jersey is maneuvered into the Delaware River Channel as it is eased stern first from its Broadway Marine Terminal restoration site in South Camden, again on September 23rd of 2001. This book has a lot of information in it, even though there's a lot of photos, a lot of just amazing photos. Like, look at that. With the Philadelphia skyline in the background, the battleship slowly makes her way to the final home of Camden waterfront. That's beautiful. This is a very emotional day for me. I am proud to be an American, and I feel like Mike is still here as part of the ship. Ben Gorczynski, father of the slain sailor. And this is Steve Borowski, 75-year-old volunteer from Collinswood. You can see I love that picture of the bow. Tugboat James McAllister leads the New Jersey to its final berth in the Camden waterfront. Look at that. That's a beautiful picture. The U.S.S. New Jersey rests in the Delaware River on the Camden waterfront. It's joined other waterfront attractions such as the Tweeter Center, Children's Garden, the New Jersey State Aquarium, and Campbell's Field and Marina. She certainly is the centerpiece. We've got an Iowa-class battleship. I think that's going to stick out above everything else. The New Jersey Distinguished Service Award medals are set in rows on a table ready for the private ceremony aboard the New Jersey, and that's from September of 2001. It looks fantastic, and we finally got it to where we wanted it. That's the past commander of the New Jersey Disabled American Veterans. Here's a nice group photo. It's a sad time with her just sitting there when she shouldn't be. On the other ship, the other hand, we're ready. She's been saved and she looks fabulous. That's Stephen Cox, the captain of one of the ship's 5-inch gun mounts. This is former crew members of the U.S.S. New Jersey who served from 1942 through 1991. Visit the battleship at the grand opening of the museum. That's a really cool picture. We've got another very large photo. This is the Camden County surrogate Patricia Jones. And look at that photo. Philadelphia to the Pacific. The Big J goes to war. A 48-star Jack flies on a jackstaff in the breeze of the bow of the New Jersey at its commissioning on May 23rd of 1943. Look at that. You can see the makes the first weld. Charles Edison, former Secretary of the Navy and later Governor of New Jersey, makes the first weld during the laying of the keel, the U.S.S. New Jersey, on September 16th of 1940. And the bottom photo, the 887-foot battleship begins to take shape during the early stages of construction at the now closed Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. And this would be thousands of men watch as workers lay the keel of the U.S.S. New Jersey. That's just an amazing photo. And this is the Naval Shipyard continue to work on the New Jersey on July 8th of 1942. That's just amazing. I love that photo. This is the launching. Officials and spectators are dwarfed by the USS New Jersey in this view of the bow during the launching of Philadelphia Naval Shipyard on December 7th of 1942. Yes, the first anniversary of the attack on the Pearl Harbor, and look at her. She's ready to go. And then we have the turret, gun turret number 2. And look at the, they take a look at the hull, the stern prior to the ship's launching. That's just amazing. I love that photograph. We got a couple more amazing photos. So this is Carolyn Edison. She was the wife of the New Jersey governor, Charles Edison, and she christened the USS New Jersey on her launch. And then you can see a picture of her breaking the bottle of champagne. And then on the bottom, you can see the massive propeller in dry dock in September of 1967. And look at this just awesome photo. This is during her launch. And I think this is the commissioning. Yes, during the commissioning on May 23rd of 1943. Look at that picture. That sea of white. We have more pictures from the launching. The commissioning, rather. And then you can see on the bottom the party. So look at that photo. The New Jersey on a sight of anchor off the western Pacific Ocean atoll in July of 1945. So in this photo, this is Captain Carl F. Holden on the left, and other officers of the New Jersey discuss preparations for the commissioning, the ceremony for the battleship on May 23rd of 1943. In the upper right-hand corner, Captain Carl F. Holden stands on the deck, and then you can see the photo on the bottom of the crew. And a lot of these photos look familiar. The last book that I had shown you guys, this is reusing a lot of those, because I remember this photo of the men in their bunks, as well as the top one, the galley, and that's from November 3rd of 1950. And you can see below that they have the laundry and the laundry room, and that's from 1952. And let's see, this is the ship's store, and that's in 1952. And then hearing from loved ones. So these are the mail sacks. It brings smiles to the crew of the New Jersey. A working party handles incoming mail bags. Look at that. The crewman checks the control panel in the main battery plot of the U.S.S. New Jersey. The controls could set up different combinations of directors, guns, and range keepers. That's just an amazing photo. And this is the engine room. Let's see. They're operating the throttle and relaying orders by sound-powered telephones to the other engine rooms. You can see the sailors clean and grease the 44mm gun. And again, a lot of these photos I've shown you in the other book on New Jersey. Same thing with the one on the bottom. the 40 millimeter guns of the New Jersey while at sea. This is a 1943. And a sweeper. Man your brooms. Clean sweep down, fore and aft. And you can see the seaman radarman. E. Lockley operates a radar repeater in the Combat Information Center on board the battleship. That's September of 1953. And you can see a destroyer in the foreground and 2 aircraft carriers, a part of the U.S.S. New Jersey's task force. Can you imagine seeing that coming if you're the enemy? Now here's an awesome photo of her. Look at that. Occasionally, a huge fuel reserves of the battleship serve other battleships while at sea. Hundreds of men on board the New Jersey on the right, which is refuels, watch as it refuels the Allen M. Sumner class destroyer U.S.S. Bory. And this is on March 16th of 45. A K-Con and depth charge loaded and ready service rack of depth charges are visible on the Bory's main deck. The deck crew handles the lines of the New Jersey as it refuels the destroyer Lewis Hancock, and that's December of 44. And this is crew members in a forward 16-inch main battery. Fire the control director. The director is equipped with the early World War II fire control radar. Its antenna is clearly visible atop the director. Look at that, that's just a gorgeous picture. This is gun practice. Crewmen exercise the 20 millimeter and 5-inch guns. Rigorous practices in loading, training, elevating, and sighting enable the gun crews to achieve the weapon's optimal capability. 800 rounds per minute on the 20 millimeter and 15 to 20 rounds per minute on the 5-inch guns. That's amazing. And look at this beautiful picture of the aft end of the ship. You can see the Kingfisher planes. U.S.S. New Jersey's 3 observation scout planes, the Vought OS-2U Kingfishers, ride on a fantail. This is from September of 1943. And this photo was in the other book as well, I've shown you. And you can see the Kingfisher plane. That was on a catapult in 1944. You can see this one over here on the left being launched on July 20th of 43. And you can again see it, and this is in 1944. And you can see the OS-2U Kingfisher is hoisted from the sea by the aircraft crane on the battleship's stern. The faster, more powerful SC-1 Seahawks replaced the Kingfishers by 1945. Here's another spectacular photo. The New Jersey makes a high-speed run while en route from Guantanamo Bay, Cuba to Norfolk, Virginia. This is March 16th of 1951. Look at that. Oh, this is an amazing photo. Look at that. That's just really cool. The rifle-like barrel for the 16-inch gun at turret number 1, the U.S.S. New Jersey, has a 2.5-inch outer casing made specifically of treated steel. The barrel is composed of several concentric cylinder pieces shrunk one over another. It is commonly referred to as the built-up gun. That is such a cool picture. Let me go into some of the best shooting ever seen. Again, I love that photo. Look at the size of those guns. It's just amazing. So you can see a crewman cleans a 16-inch gun barrel. And this is 1951. Look at that, huh? And this is the ordnance for the 16-inch guns of the New Jersey are loaded as the crew swings the huge projectiles aboard at Sasebo, Japan. That's July of 1951. And you can see the front page, September 15th of 1950 edition of the Korea Posts tells its readers the U.S. Marine Assault Forces stormed the beach of Incheon, Korea, under the command of General Douglas MacArthur. Look at that photo. The U.S.S. New Jersey is moved to a new berth at Pier 4, Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. This was June 11th of 67. Look at how you can see all those little domes that are protecting all the smaller guns. Here's a beautiful shot of her. Let's see, that's the New Jersey at sea on September 9th of 68. And this one, the crewmen stow 5-inch powder cans after a high-line transfer from another ship. And that's from 1968 as well. Let's see. The 16-inch projectile, like the ones used aboard the New Jersey, is shown in comparison to a Volkswagen Beetle. The armor-piercing projectile weighs 2,600 pounds. The car weighs approximately 1,500 pounds. The 16-inch guns of the New Jersey could propel a 6-foot-tall explosive a distance of almost 25 miles, or theoretically toss the car with 5 passengers nearly 25 miles. The poor little bug. I'm sure he doesn't want that to happen. A symbol of American might is reborn. And look at that gorgeous picture of her. That would be when the rainbow in the background, the New Jersey enters Subic Bay off Luzon Island in the Philippines. So they show the recommissioning ceremony, and President Reagan was there. President Reagan and a Marine detachment before the New Jersey battleship's recommissioning. This was December 28th of 82 at the Long Beach Naval Shipyard in California. You can see the recommissioning ceremony, the beautiful bunting that's on her. And then look at that. The New Jersey on sea trials near Long Beach, California, September 25th of 82. And I love this photo. Look at that. Fires broadside at Lebanon as part of the bombardment on February 8th of 1984. Now, we got a little bit of info on the guns now. I had wanted to share this with you. So we got 9 Mark 7 16-inch guns on the main armament of the Iowa-class ships and fire 2 kinds of rounds. A 2,700-pound AP armor-piercing and a 1,900-pound HC, or high-capacity shore bombardment projectile. They are called 3-gun turrets as opposed to triple turrets because each gun is mounted on its own elevation drive. 2 turrets are located forward and 1 aft. The Mark 7 is a bag gun. Because of the propellant charge is contained in bags, they are loaded separately from the projectiles. The bags are filled with stacks of pellets, which when ignited by a small pad containing the black powder, propel the projectile forward. You can see that illustration, the different levels. Now we got 6 of the Mark 28 5-inch dual gun mounts as part of the ship's secondary battery and are used against surface to shore and aircraft targets. The guns are mounted in twin armaments and are enclosed in armored shells. Originally, the ship had 10 of this type of mount. During its 1980s modernization, 4 were removed to make way for the missile installations. And again, you can see the levels of that down to the room. And then on the bottom we have 4, the Mach 15 Vulcan Phalanx close weapon systems, and these fired 3,000 rounds per minute, each a 20mm armor-piercing ammunition as defense against missile attacks. Very high rate of fire is effective against anti-ship missiles. Each round is filled with depleted uranium, giving it superior armor-piercing capability. And if you've ever seen these things go off, man, that's just amazing. I wouldn't want to be on a receiving end of the Mach 15. Speaking of the missiles, you can see there's 16 of the RGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missiles. They're housed in 4 quad-tube launchers. Warheads are 510 pounds HE, or high explosives. The range extends to 85.5 miles. And in this photo, you can see one of the Harpoon anti-ship missiles fired from the New Jersey, and this was in 1985. Look at that beautiful photo of her. And then we have 32 of the BGM-109 Tomahawk cruise missiles. They're housed in 8-box launchers that contain 4 missiles each. The warheads range from 1,000-pound or 980-pound conventional explosives to 293-pound nuclear, and ranges are from 470, 675, and even 1,500 miles. And then you can see the Tomahawk being launched. And again, I've shown you this photo, the signalman. Let's see. Look at that picture. I love that. This is firing her guns on the right, all the way to the right over here, Beirut in the early 1980s. Spectacular. Can you imagine being on a deck as she just fires her guns? The replenishment, the U.S.S. Kansas City, which is in the center, refuels the U.S.S. New Jersey, who is at the top. The guided missile destroyer U.S.S. Bachmann in the Pacific Ocean is on the bottom, and this is August 12th of 1983. Here's a beautiful color photo. Look at that from the aircraft carrier. So the New Jersey passes the aircraft carrier U.S.S. Midway in the Pacific Ocean on July 7th of 1990. And this is the entering port. The New Jersey sailors and mariners man the rails. And look at that shot of her. Passing the USS Arizona Memorial in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii on May 24th of 1986. Sailors man the rails and the guns are raised to salute the Arizona. You can see that. A 24-year quest. The return joyful. The mighty USS New Jersey came to the Delaware River November 11th of 1999. And look at the crowds admiring her. That must be quite a sight. I can't wait to meet her. There's another beautiful photograph. That's the New Jersey, docked at Puget Sound Naval Shipyard in Bremerton, Washington, where it was mothballed early in the 1900s. I'm sorry, the 1990s. So I wonder what that ship is on the side of her. I love that photo. Look at that. That's September 11th of 1999. Here's a nice shot of her. Look at that. And that is as she's passing the New Jersey, clears the Bridge of the Americas, the entrance to the Panama Canal near Balboa, October 16th of 99. This is New Jersey, pulled by electromotors called mules through the Miraflores locks in the Panama Canal. This is October 18th of 99. What a beautiful piece of machinery. Panamanian dock workers prepare to tie the New Jersey at Piers 14 and 15. The Panama Canal entrance, Balboa, October 16th of 99. This is November 10th of 99. The tugboat Sea Victory tows the New Jersey from the Atlantic Ocean into Delaware Bay. Look at that. Yeah, she's going to draw a lot of attention. The U.S.S. New Jersey makes its way up the Delaware River, heading for the former Philadelphia Naval Shipyard on November 11th of 99. Look at that stunning picture of her. The fireboat escorts the New Jersey as it approaches the former naval shipyard. Again, that's November 11th of 99. There's another beautiful photo of her. Look at that. Tugs from Morin Towing of Pennsylvania maneuver the battleship and prepare it for her berthing at the naval shipyard. And again, these are from November 11th. Look at that. That's just a spectacular picture of her. And again, coming down the Delaware River. Love that shot of her bow. With the seagulls. So you can see the newspaper article or the front page. This is from January of 2000. We got the ship. U.S.S. New Jersey awarded to Camden. And look at that. Welcome home. The ceremony is held on a deck of the New Jersey on July 28 of 2000. Here's another spectacular photo. Guided by tugboats from Wind Pier to the adjacent pier at the Broadway Terminal in Camden. Another beautiful photo of her. August 15th of 2000. The weathered main deck of the New Jersey sprawls before the now silent guns of turret number 1. Behind looms the bridge, where the naval personnel of all ranks and rates walk through the U.S. naval history. All right, what do we got over here in the bottom? Tomahawk missiles made a widely witnessed debut during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. And this is the captain's quarters. This is during World War II. During World War II, the space was used by admirals Raymond Spruance and William Halsey. In the foreground is a case that normally holds a ship's silver service, which it usually donated by the ship's namesake state. And then you can see the Combat Engineer Center. And on the bottom, a Tomahawk firing control panels. So, a seal of the Home Port Alliance. The group is responsible for bringing the New Jersey to Camden and was on display at the center 16-inch gun, the turret number 1, and that's December 12th of 2000. Look at this. This is the conning station. The heavy armor plate entrance of the armed conning station was designed to withstand strong blasts during combat. Look how thick that is. So years of exposure to the humid climate in the Pacific Northwest took its toll on the battleship's walkway. That's on the left, the wood deck on the right. You can see the anchor chains can be seen in the foreground when looking aft at the bow of the main deck. And this is the combat gunners. Inside turrets were encased in heavy armor boxes, which were equipped with periscopes, rangefinders, auxiliary computers, and mechanical communication indicators. Excuse me. So these look absolutely huge, because I've been on the inside of the ones of the U.S.S. Massachusetts as well as the U.S.S. Salem, and they seem like a little less space, especially on the Massachusetts. And this one, it just looks huge in there. Again, I love that photograph. And then you can see the passageway connecting the engine and boiler rooms on the third deck. Here's another beautiful shot. Painting the hull of the New Jersey on August 6th of 2001. So this shot, the battleship was the scene of ceremonies that touched several veterans. On December 6th of 2000, members of the Marine Corps League fired a 21-gun salute to the ship at the annual Pearl Harbor Day ceremonies. That's just amazing. Look at that shot of her. So, look at this with all the bunting. Invited guests walk up to New Jersey on a breezy October 14th of 2001. Nearly 1,000 attended the grand opening of the Battleship New Jersey Memorial and Museum. And I just absolutely can't wait to go and see her. And look at that model. Wow. Scale model of the New Jersey. Put on display first at Echelon Mall in Voorhees, New Jersey. Oh, that's beautiful. And this is the first tour, October 15th of 2001. So basically, like I said, I didn't want to read everything to you or show you everything. I showed you the points of interest. When it comes to this book, well, you can see Welcome Home. And the Camden County welcomes the home to the Battleship New Jersey. And basically, when it comes to this book, you can see the back of it. Like I said, there's a lot of information and photos that were borrowed from other books. The one thing I noticed that, I don't know, the picture quality in this book isn't as powerful or as clear as the other books that I've shown you on in New Jersey. But it's still a good book. So, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the video on this book. And very shortly now, the trip is coming up where we're going to be going to see her. And believe me, I'll be doing a lot of photos, a lot of video when we get to meet this absolutely beautiful lady. So my friends, I thank you for watching, and until my next video on this gorgeous ship, I'll talk to you soon.